What's going on, guys? I'm Coach Bates over here at Texas College in Tyler, Texas. And today I want to talk personnel. And so the first thing I tell the kids is that I ask them a question. How many players are on a football field on one side of the ball at any given time? They tell me the correct answer for the most part. And it's 11. All right? 11 guys. The next question I ask, well, out of those 11 guys on the offensive side of the ball, how many, for the most part, there are a few exceptions, do not move? They say, what? And I have to tell them how many do not move. And then I'll show them this picture here. But for the most part, these 6 guys don't move. And so what we have to do when we talk about personnel, we have to account for 5 guys. We can put 5 guys anywhere on this football field, as long as we have 7 on the line of scrimmage, and give us a legal formation. Do we understand that? All right. And so the next thing I do to help them see this, I draw it out over here. Because the first number talks to the running backs. The second number talks to the tight ends. And how many guys I said we got to have? 5, right? And so what that does, running backs plus tight ends plus the receivers gives us 5 guys that we need to form a formation. That makes sense? So long as you keep your skill guys saying, well, I got to have 5 guys. I got to line up 5. I got to line up 5 guys. And I got to have 7 on the line of scrimmage. Those default things help guys learn faster. It helps them get lined up faster. All right? And so if we are in 10 personnel, Coach, what do you mean by 10 personnel? Well, when I say 10 personnel, I'm talking about 1 running back, 0 tight ends. Oh, okay, Coach. I mean, 1 running back, no tight ends. Coach, do I go in the game? I'm a wide receiver. How many of us is it going to be? All right. Go back to this rule right here. Okay. 1 running back, 0 tight ends. 1 from 5 is what? 4. So by default, we're going to have 4 receivers on the field. That's going to give us the 5 guys we need to make that illegal formation. Why? Because these 6 ain't moving. 6 plus 5 is 11. 6 from 11 is 5. We learned that back in elementary. We good with that? All right. Now, what would that look like, Coach? So glad you asked. Y'all know something like this. Some places call it doubles. You may have it, you may call it something else at your place, but a 2x2 formation, 2x2 set. That makes sense? So right there, that's a common and a classic 10 personnel look. All right, no tight ends attached to the line of scrimmage or anything like that. All right, that gives us 1 running back. There's no tight ends on the field. These guys are wide receivers. 4. We good with that? That making sense? Let's elaborate just a little bit. Let's play with this. Let's experiment. All right. How many guys on the field? Players. There's 11 on the field. How many are not moving? 6 are not moving. All right. So that means we got to have how many guys to make this a formation? 5. Good. And so if we look at, let's say 12 personnel. All right. Guys, what am I asking? What am I saying? When I say 12 personnel, Coach, you're saying that you're going to have 1 running back out there and you're going to have 2 tight ends. Okay? How many receivers am I going to have out there? I don't know, Coach. All right, well, let's add up this 12 personnel. 1 plus 2 equals what? 3. All right, we got to get 5 out there now. So now what? Well, put two more out there, Coach. Who are they going to be? The wide receivers. That's right. Because the running backs plus the tight ends plus the wide receivers will give me the 5 guys I need to give me my 11. And so by default, all right, 1 plus, we got 2 out there. That's going to give us the 5 that we need. All right. You tracking? So what is this formation going to look like? Here's a simple one. one running back, two tight ends. Here's a tight end. Here's a tight end. And by default, 1, 2, 3, we got to have what? 5. So we're missing 2 more players. You can put these guys like that. You can put these guys side by side if you wanted to, because you got 7 up there. But we got to have what? 5 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus the 6 that's not moving, that's 11. That makes sense? All right. I hope this is helping, guys. Maybe 2 more examples and we're done. Okay. Let's look at a 20. No, let's look at a 21. Let's look at a 21 personnel. Let's look at a 21 personnel. That first number, who does it talk to? You said running backs. You are correct. That first number talks to the running back. Second number talks to what position group? The tight ends. So we're going to have 2 running backs in this formation that we're getting ready to build. 1 tight end. Okay. It's 21 personnel. And then by default, how many receivers we got to have? Right? 2 plus 1 is what? 3. 3 from 5 is what? 2. So we're going to have 2 out there. That's going to give us our 5 that we need. Okay? So let's look at this. A 2-back formation. We're going to have a 2-back formation. We're going to have 1 tight end. He's going to be attached. He could be right here in the stiffer position. But wherever. All right? We're going to have a big body. We're going to have a tight end body out there. And by default, we're going to have 2 wide receivers. That makes sense? So right here, we are in 21 personnel because we have 2 running backs and we have 1 tight end. And by default, and when I say default, I mean we got to account for 5 people. So that means we got to have 2 wide receivers. We're not going to say we in 212 personnel. We're just going to say we're in 21 personnel, and you do the math and you know that we got to have 2 more receivers out there. Guys, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and good luck this season.